let us introduce all the way from Mountain Home, Idaho, Ashley. Oh, wait a second. Ashley Davis.
Yeah, thank you. So fancy.
I couldn't resist. there was there,
I have the
there
most basic name ever, don't I?
I'm blaming Rob because he put that in my mind. Hi Ashley, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing really, really well. Ashley, you might want to try to turn up your microphone just a little bit. I don't know if
Okay.
you have a way to do that.
Okay.
And make sure you're on original sound for musicians on.
That is on.
Okay, that sounds better. Excellent. So, anyways, good evening. Now, I was so busy getting into the spirit, I kind of forgot to do this. Look at you. You have Ashley Davis Melodies of You on Facebook. That sounds really cool. I'll post that link in a minute. But first of all, so you are another one of these crazy mixed up people who don't know if you're a singer, a songwriter, or a worship leader. So would you care to enlighten us?
Yes, I would love to. So, growing up, I kind of have a unique story in that wasn't raised in a Christian home, but my grandparents, I was saved at a really young age when I was attending church with my grandparents. And I kind of had like a rough home life with my mom. But when I went to live with my dad, he wasn't a Christian, but he had promised my grandpa that he would take me to church. So he would just kind of drop me off at different churches when I was younger. And um, so I went to a variety of different places, a Lutheran church. I went to a Baptist church when I was in junior high. I went to more of a charismatic church in high school. I went to a Bible church in my college years and a Free Methodist church. I pretty much, wherever I could have a ride um, or have friends, that's where I would go to church. So,
And are you still in Idaho during this time, or where were you living at the
so
time?
I grew up in North Idaho near Coeur d'Alene, like what you guys are talking about, in a
Mm-hmm.
little town called Spirit Lake.
Oh yeah.
Um,
My relatives live in Hayden, so I kind of got to know the area.
yeah, I've biked through Hayden quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever go to the swap meet or the farmers market? They had a great farmers market there. It's really fun.
Yes, yes. Um, so I grew up there and met my husband in Coeur d'Alene. We went to NIC, um, North Idaho College, and then he was in the military, or he was about a month before he shipped out to the military, and then we went to North Carolina.
Very good. So at this point, you're in North Carolina. You are, and I see in your bio you mentioned that you are a military wife.
Yeah.
And the so as time went on, you were did he deploy out of country, out of state, or
He went. He went on a lot of short tours. More.
well, that's good.
He did deploy overseas. Once we got to the base we're at now in Mountain Home, we lived in North Carolina for about 4 to 5 years, and I led worship there at the base chapel for a
Hmm.
contemporary service and for a liturgical service. I was kind of I started writing songs when I was really little, and I was very into like the '90s singer songwriter women. So those guys really influenced me, and I was always writing kind of just songs about life. And I actually didn't start writing worship music until probably 5 years ago. And I've been in a couple different rock bands, always Christian, like a Christian viewpoint, but not necessarily worship or congregational songs. And I just would kind of get pulled into every worship team that was there whenever church I was going to. Um, and then yeah, then the Lord, I felt like I had to grow in my knowledge of the word though to be able to write worship songs. And so as I have matured and grew up in the Lord, I feel like then I was able to really
Hmm.
understand how to write congregational worship songs. And so I do both. So I have like singer-songwriter songs that are on my EP that I just released. And then I have worship songs that I released through a company called Homegrown Worship out of the UK. And I kind of partner with them, and they connect with lots of different worship leaders and release music through kind of their label. So the worship ones tonight will be ones probably that I are going to be focusing on.
Very good. Well, go ahead. What would you like to start with for this evening?
So my first song is called Listening, and it's the worship song that was released most recently on Spotify. And it just, for me, a lot of things are about going back to basics. I think the world is really noisy, and I really resonated with some of the stuff that Lynn said about things people say about you, even in your gifting. There's lots of opinions about all sorts of things. And this was me just going back to my relationship with the Lord and saying, what do you have to say, God? I'm here, I'm listening. So here it is. I'm waiting here in the quiet of the morning to hear from you, to apply my heart to wisdom that I know you're here.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. We have Ashley Davis. I did butcher your name, and I'm very sorry for that, but you you just sang so beautifully and about stuff that I love. Like speak your truth to my mind. Yes. And it's funny, I found this song that I wrote a bazillion years ago. When I listen for your voice, you turn off all the noise so I only hear you. And that's what I pray for myself, my friends, my family, that we would just stop listening to the noise and listen to the truth. Ashley, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Now, here's the question I think that's on everybody's mind. Can you get a decent cup of coffee in southern Idaho? I think that's what inquiring minds want to know because it says here you're a coffee shop aficionado.
Yes. If you go to Boise, Idaho, hands down, the best coffee. Like when I'm drinking it, I say and it brings a smile to my face. And I drink a lot of coffee from a lot of places. And actually, they're kind of a little snooty sometimes. Like one time, I asked for like 2 syrups, and then they told me it would like ruin the ambiance of the coffee. And but I'm like a glutton for punishment because it's so good. And it's a shop called Slow by Slow in downtown Boise. It's so good. It's like my birthday. Like when we go for my birthday, that's where we go. They don't serve decaf. I mean, it's legit coffee, no decaf. So.
Well, I am so glad being a coffee shop aficionado, you have a go-to, and it sounds like that's the place.
Yeah, it's good.
That is so cool. Well, what would you like Ashley to share next?
So the next song is one that I co-wrote with another worship leader. He actually is from South Africa originally, but we met through Homegrown Worship through this again UK thing, and we were both part of that group. And he actually, funny enough, lives up north. So we were 2 Idahoans in these groups with all these people from the UK and around the world. So that was pretty cool. And he still lives there up in my home area. And his name is Jeremy Ellis. So he co-wrote the song with me. And it is called Spirit of God. And it was just, I pretty much had the chorus and then he did a lot of the rest of it. But it's just about praising God. And yeah, I'll just start it.
Well, that is cool. And I just posted the link to Homegrown Worship in the Facebook. So I just saw that. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that's great. There's lots of great people on there. So yeah.
Joy unspeakable, peace unexplainable, something shifting and changing right here in the waiting with you. In this interlude, we're expecting you. When the Spirit of God falls in this room, we can't be silent, can't hide it, our affection for you. When the Spirit of God moves in this place, we can't deny it, or be quiet, or singing praises to you. Love unstoppable, faith unshakable, that is always abounding when hope is resounding in you. In this interlude, we rejoice in you. a cure. There's no other place it can abound. When the Spirit of God falls in this room, we can't be silent, can't hide it, our affection for you. When the Spirit of God moves in this place, we can't deny it or be quiet. We're singing praises to you. When the Spirit of God falls in this room, we can't be silent, can't hide it, our affection for you. When the Spirit of God moves in this place, we can't deny it or be quiet. We're singing praises to you.
Well, I hope you have Kleenex when you sing that song in a church, because that was gorgeous and can't deny it, can't hide it, can't be quiet. No way. Didn't Jesus say something like, even the rocks would cry out? Because it's just, when he stands there in his glory and you see his power, you know why he's called each one of his names. Ooh, that's just good. Thank you for sharing. That was beautiful. Beautiful, Ashley. Thank you. I don't know about all y'all. I think I need a moment. Because that was just so good. So good. Well, I know Red probably hates it if I have dead air, so I better say something. Gosh, I wish the Holy Spirit was mic'd right now. I'd love to hear what he had to say. So good. Well, thank you again for sharing that. That was just gorgeous. Now, I'm sorry I kind of missed the beginning, but did that come out of a like working with other people on that that website you were talking about?
Yeah, so it was a co-write, and it was when I was doing, like, I was giving myself a challenge to write a song a week for a year. And when I got to that week, I only had the chorus. And so this guy, Jeremy Ellis, who also lives in North Idaho.
Oh, wow.
We were two Idahoans with a bunch of other people from across the globe. So anyway, so I reached out to him and said, hey, do you want to work on this song? I'm going to be busy this week. I still want to do my song a week and get it out, but I need help. So I sent it to him. I mean, he worked magic with it. It was wonderful. And then it's actually right in the process of being recorded to be released next.
Beautiful.
And I'm hoping to get his voice on it too. He's pretty awesome. So. But yeah, I do it at my church. I do both of the last two songs you heard, and the third one I'll be doing. I do them in part of our regular rotation. So that's pretty neat.
That is so beautiful. Again, thank you. That was so heaven sent. I'm so glad he joined in on the verses. Wow, good stuff. Okay, here's another one. Five kids. You look like you're a blushing bride. Oh my gosh,
that's nice of you.
how wonderful. You look great, and you've got 5 children. You want to tell us a little bit about them?
Yes. So I have a 17-year-old that'll be a senior next year, a daughter. I have a 15-year-old that just finished her freshman year of high school. And I have a soon-to-be 8th grader, another daughter. And then we have twins, a boy and a girl, who are going to be in 4th grade. And
I'm gonna ask the dumb question that you probably get asked once in a while. Are they identical twins?
they are not identical. Boy and girls cannot be identical.
I know. I just wanted to, because when people hear twins,
Yeah.
I just wanted to be silly. Gosh, that is so cool. And how old were the twins again? I'm sorry.
The twins are 8.
Oh, wow.
So they're the babies, and they're 8. Yeah.
Wow. What a big family. Good grief. That's fun.
So
I'm
it's
from
fun.
6. So I know what 5 is like. I was the favorite, so.
Okay.
No, actually, I wrote, my mom passed away about 12 years ago. And I said, somehow, my mom took all of her love and multiplied it by 6. So all of us were loved with full mom love. So I know you probably do the same, but I just like saying that, to, especially to people who have lots of kids.
Yeah. It just expands.
Yes, it does. Well, you have a third song. You leaked it. It was your fault. So, what would you like to sing next?
So this song is called 1 Kings 19, and it is taken from that passage in the Bible when Elijah is on the run and he's hiding in a cave and he's waiting for God to speak to him, and he expects him to speak in all these miraculous acts of nature, the loudness around him, but it's the still small voice that he hears the Lord in. And actually, this is the first worship song that I released. And so that makes it kind of special to me, too. This is 1 Kings 19.
You meet me in the stillness when I look into the storm. You meet me in the quiet and lift my weary soul. You deserve all of my worship. To you alone, honor
We are a little short on time, but we would love to hear one more song from you. So, Ashley, go ahead and just take the mic, and it's all yours. Go right ahead.
Okay. Well, let's see. I think I only played 3.
And I don't know if you know this, but there is a large fuzzy thing on your There! Is that like a microphone cap, like thing or? But anyways.
No, it's like it's part of my tablet.
Oh, copy.
They
That's
moved it
okay.
over. Yeah.
I mean, I would have hated to have had you sing a song where half of you was like a furry, blob. But anyways,
Yeah.
go right ahead. Last song, go right ahead.
Okay. I'm looking. Uh,
While you're waiting, that coffee shop just contacted me and wanted to know your Venmo account so that they could start sending you royalties. Just letting you know.
yes, please. I obviously have 5 kids. I need the money. Hmm.
I, I apologize. Did you only have 3 songs? I was thinking that you might have had a fourth, but it's
I
just we're
have, I have more, but I was going to do 3.
okay. Well, why don't we do this? I do apologize, but I'm just so glad that you sang out, and I did post your Facebook. Where are you going to be seen or playing besides, in your living room, entertaining some or all of your 5 kids?
So some of my songs are on Spotify. One Kings 19 is on the radio in the UK. There's a station here that plays a couple of my songs from my EP. I have a couple local gigs that I'll be doing for the summer a couple festivals, and I lead worship at least once a month at my church, and then I'm also borrowed out a lot to other churches, loaned out. So
Well, that is wonderful. It's so good to have you share with us, and I'm sure everybody gets to hear you, just loves it, and is blessed by the Holy Spirit. And I'm so glad that you're just open to His voice. And thank you again for being with us tonight.
thanks for having me. Bye.
All right,